What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue and Julie Steindale over at Cooking with Julie Steindale talked me into buying some swordfish. So what I'm gonna be doing today is we're gonna be doing some swordfish tacos. I have about 1.5 pounds of swordfish, so that's what we're gonna be hooking up. Anyway, first thing we need to do to get these tacos hooked up is we need to come up with our marinade, and I will be going through our ingredients as we go. Now, I don't have a specific recipe on this, so this is something that I'm throwing together, and hopefully you can take inspiration from me and do the same thing without getting bogged down by a recipe. So anyway, our ingredients. I have some fresh pineapple. If you don't have fresh pineapple, if you have the canned stuff, you know what, go ahead and use that. Anyway, I already have a couple chunks in here. We're gonna have to go ahead and throw the rest in. I have some jalapenos, and like I said, we are just eyeballing this. Some garlic, and this is fresh garlic, but I'm sure that the jar stuff will be fine. Some white onions, and we have some limes. Now, as far as this marinade goes, this is not anything that we're going to be marinating too long. There is some fresh lime juice in this, and you know, fresh lime juice will start cooking your fish if you leave it in there too long. So this is only gonna marinate for a couple hours, and I'm using about 3 limes. And the only reason I'm using 3 is a couple of these limes are a little bit older, so I'm not getting as much juice out of here as I'd like. So let me get this last one done. Alright, so that's good to go. We're also going to be adding some rice vinegar. And we are going to be seasoning it up. Now, forgot to bring my seasoning over here, but we are going to keep this very simple. I think all these flavors are going to be good to go, but we're just going to go ahead and hit it with a little bit of kosher salt. And now we are just going to blend it. All right, so we got that all blended up. I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside and we'll get working on this swordfish. So as far as this swordfish goes, all we're gonna do is kind of cut them into small chunks. I was thinking about cutting them into strips, but I think, you know, the chunks are kind of the way I'm gonna go, so we're gonna cut them into kind of chunks like that. All right, so that is a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and marinate it in this bowl right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it right on over. And we're gonna cover this up, let it sit in the refrigerator for 2 hours, 2.5 hours maximum. So while we have that fish marinating, what we're gonna do is just come up with a real quick kind of a salsa. I'm just using what I have on hand. You don't have to be too specific about it. The ingredients I have is just a chopped up bell pepper. I have some of this minced garlic that I had earlier. Just gonna go ahead and throw that in. I have some red onions. We're not gonna be afraid to go too heavy on that. We definitely like red onions around here. And I have some jalapenos. And we're just gonna hit it with a little bit of salt. Like I said, I really don't have a recipe for this specific salsa, but if you want a nice salsa recipe, I'm gonna leave 2 salsa recipes in the iCard above and description below. One is going to be a regular Pico de Gallo salsa, and one is gonna be a pineapple mango Pico de Gallo salsa. Anyway, we're keeping this simple. You ever feel like your head's not screwed on all the way? I kept looking at this sauce and I was like, something's missing. You know, the lime juice was bad enough, and I'm all right with missing that because I could have told you, you know, we're gonna go ahead and add that off camera, whatever, but I also miss the cilantro. Now, I know a lot of people don't like cilantro. That's like a staple around here. but we're gonna go ahead and add that. If you don't want to add any cilantro, go ahead and throw in some parsley. If you don't want either of those, it'll be fine without it, but I have to roll with my cilantro, so sorry I missed those couple ingredients. Now we will pick this back up when we're ready to cook the fish. Now that we've let this swordfish marinate for about 2 hours, we're gonna go ahead and throw the marinade and the swordfish into this skillet. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this cook probably on about a medium for just a couple minutes until we can tell that it's cooked through. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a lid on top of it. It's about as cooked as I want it, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and take these and just set them off to the side on a plate. And when I'm done with this, we'll go ahead and get our tortillas and start making up these tacos. So we have everything ready to make these tacos. I have my tacos in this taco rack, and this is kind of what it looks like. This was from tacorack.com. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go take a look at these. If you like tacos, this is a must-have right here. Anyway, as far as how we're gonna build these tacos, we're just gonna kind of hit it with guacamole to be, we're gonna hit the bottom with guacamole, and that's gonna keep any of that liquid from the fish from kind of going through. Then, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and use this spoon. I forgot to bring over a fork. We're gonna hit it with about 4 pieces. You know what, we'll go 3 pieces of this fish depending on the size. Some of these are a little bit smaller. And then we're just gonna go ahead, and I'll finish the rest of these up later. We're gonna hit it with this salsa that we made up. And this is the bomb. And I'm not gonna go with any sauce on top of this. I think we're gonna be good to go. This right here is a wrap. For all you football fans out there, I have a celebrity taste tester. We're here with the former owner of the San Francisco 49ers, Hippie DeBartolo Jr. Anyway, you know what? This is the first time I made this taco, so keep it real. Tell me what you think. Let's go.
That pico's amazing. That meat's nice and tender. Guac makes it all come together. You did a good job.
I like these. I think next time I might try to slap them out on the grill, but some of you guys know the weather just hasn't been cooperating with us. Not that I can't get out there in the cold, but that deck gets a little icy out there. Anyway, hey, this right here, winner. You know what? Cooking that swordfish the way I did kind of infused that kind of the marinade into the fish. So I think it's good to go. Anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.